Oh, if you do the nosing with your mouth slightly agape, you can get more of that light, fruity essence coming out.
Yeah. This is definitely some acetone sugars there. I mean, I that's a lovely nose. That's like classic bourbon. Welcome to SF Whiskey, guys. We got some Maker's Mark Cellars that we're comparing today. So today, the first one up is going to obviously be the 2023 release of the Cellar Age. And this one is coming in at 57.85%. And it's a blend of two whiskeys. It's got an 11-year-old and a 12-year-old, with 87% being the 12-year-old. Can one of you guys pull up the stats for the 2024? We have a sample of the 2024, which is coming in at 59.65%. I'm curious as to what the split is on that one over there.
Let's see on this one. Let's see.
Yeah, Maker's Mark Cellar Age 2024. Let's see.
It's
12 and 13-year-old bourbon. Okay. Let's see what the percentages are.
15% 12 year.
13%?
15% 12 year.
Okay, so it's a similar breakdown.
85% 13 year. Yeah.
15 and 85. Okay.
Yeah.
So, this came out in 2023, of course, and Whiskey Tube exploded with reviewing the 2023. What was the general consensus? Like, they loved it, or?
I don't recall because I don't have any interest in the bottle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maker's Mark it's always been like a really solid, like, that you're at home with the Maker's 46,
Yeah.
It's very, very like comforting. Like, it's a solid product. It's always mellow, never any harsh notes ever. But yeah, I mean, let's
go for it.
dive in.
Yeah.
Nose is nice. Nose is sweet.
Oh, that vanilla.
It's a great nose.
It's like vanilla cupcake frosting,
It's the confectionary, basically. Just sugar.
Yeah.
Confectionary sugars, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, if you do the nosing with your mouth slightly agape, you can get more of that light, fruity essence coming out.
Yeah. This is definitely some acetone sugars there. I mean, I that's a lovely nose. That's like classic bourbon.
All right, I'm going to go
Yeah.
for
Let's
it.
go.
Cherry, raisins, very cherry, actually. It's like a cough syrup, almost cherry.
I remember when we first tried this that it had a little bit of a dusty character in the beginning,
Really?
but it's kind of faded away as it gotten down to the bottom there now.
It seems like I actually like it as it's gotten oxygen.
It's mellowed out more. This
Yeah.
one, like, contrary to most makers, had a little bit of some sharp notes.
There is.
There's a little bit like a little ethanol burn. Which is they always want to deliver like a super clean experience usually.
I definitely get that signature Maker's Mark spice.
Yes.
It's not overwhelming here, but I'd assume, I don't know if you recall, but on a fresh crack, it may have been much more pronounced.
I've never had this on a fresh crack, but I'm just not a fan of this flavor profile, though.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? Like, it's not sweet enough? It's not character?
Not enough character, because for me, it's again, it's just very cherry forward, right? Cherry and like kind of dry raisins forward, which is like, yeah, if you're into bourbons, it's kind of the flavor profile you're getting into. But the ones I'm searching for now has like a salted peanuts kind of flavor.
Oh, you want salted peanuts?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I like the
very, very unique.
Yeah, I like the nuttiness that brings it out.
All right. Okay.
I don't like this one just because of the rye. I don't think it complements it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it could have done better without the rye, so we can kind of taste the other underlying notes that it's not kind of masked by.
Okay, let's compare that to the 2024 now. And we do have extras that we can kind of like... Okay, the 2024 is a little bit of a fresher crack. Well, no, not fresh crack. It was poured out, but it's been sitting for a little bit.
I do like this nose a little more. It's a little more crisper.
It's not as cherry.
Yeah.
It's not as confectionery sugar too.
Yeah. And that one just seems a little more like.
This
condensed.
reminds me of the beginning, like, because this has a little bit of like kind of like that kind of musty cellarish kind of a character. That's what this used to have.
How long was this open for?
Okay.
About a year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 2023 came out. Yeah.
All right, let's go for this one. Ooh, see, this is that peanutness that kind of comes out to this one. That's all the peanuts.
This has a little bit of that Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
A little bit of that.
Yeah.
It doesn't last long enough. I wish it lasted longer.
It's
It was-
short finish.
It kind of flashed for a minute and then.
this dies down.
I think. Go ahead.
No, I remember this one having more character similar to the 2024. It wasn't as nutty. This one was more kind of like vanilla-y and like, syrup, like, sugar syrup, like simple syrup kind of a thing, But this one's, you're right, has that nutty character.
Yeah.
I feel like in terms of integration, I think 2023 does it a little better than 2024.
Integration, what do you mean by that?
Just the notes, how it carries through. I feel like it dances better, has more, again, of a journey or a story.
I think this one does have a lasting finish,
Yeah.
right? That you can explore more for sure. Again, just not my flavor profile. I wish it was like the 2024 flavor profile, but with the finish of the 2023. Right,
Yeah.
that'd be my ideal.
Yeah.
I think the finish used to be longer. I think this one just kind of was open too long, which begs the question, like, how long do you keep an open bottle for?
Everybody
At what
different,
ABV?
though. Yeah,
Huh?
that's the thing.
At what
yeah.
ABV?
I mean,
Just some sit pretty
And
low.
what's the grain that you're using? Are you using malt? Or
like, I realize now that since it's so low, this has got to get finished in the next 3 months, I feel like. Like otherwise I would have transferred to like a small, I should transfer to a small, I should transfer
should,
to,
yeah.
I should transfer to a small bottle, yeah.
Just get
Alright.
some Nika from the barrel and use those pop bottles.
Yeah.
Nika from the barrel of that bottle, man.
Oh,
With like the
500.
little metal cap.
The 500.
500.
Yeah, it's 500
Oh my
liter
gosh.
bottle. I still have like one of those.
Oh, it's cute.
Oh, check the notes. Check the notes for the 2024 now. That's got more cherry, I think, now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got
Definitely
cherry.
more cherry.
So I think it comes out stronger as it oxidizes or it takes out more air. There's cherry there for sure now, yeah.
But the 2023 doesn't have cherry on the nose though. That's more confectionery sugar, which I actually kind of like more.
So
It's
what's
running really short on the 24 for me.
Yeah. This 24 is really short finish.
so what should demonstrate? Because what should be like the de facto average character then? Like everyone says neck pour, just write it off, and the bottom pour, just write it off. So like what, like half down, like that the sweet spot's only right there then, from like neck to half. That's the only
but
good,
like that's
good
not fair
lifestyle.
though. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not fair. It's because like you're just paying for that much then at that point.
I mean, are you paying for that experience then? Is that what you're paying for?
Yeah.
But should a whiskey that you're paying so much money for be that delicate where it just changes profiles that much over time, right? Versus like there's some bottles that sit very well.
Yeah, but the problem with that is you're marketing it to different types of people.
Yeah.
A 43% is not marketed to us.
Okay.
It's marketed to the luxury sector.
So let me ask you this.
So that's a drink.
Is it an analogy of this, like, what should you market for, like, what should you grade a restaurant for? What you get in place, or like 40-minute DoorDash delivery?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, would you grade, if you got sushi from a famous omakase place, would you grade it on like what you got from DoorDash 40 minutes later?
No, but okay.
I wouldn't.
But then what if it was just as good? Right? What if they could pull it off, right? Versus like, because there were some balls that we had here, right? It was just as good as like a bottom pour versus neck pour.
All right. What would you give the 2023 as it stands? I can't give it past an 85.
It's a low 80s for me.
I'm being generous with an 85. I feel like
Low 80s for me. Yeah.
I would say maybe like an 82 and a half,
Okay.
roughly.
How about 2024?
80 barely.
Ooh, man, you're harsh, man. You're harsh.
mean, the thing is for how rare it is, and for how it's a limited release, this is a very poorly performing product.
What do we pay for it?
How much did you pay for it?
Yeah, that was. I mean, it came out, last year, and people were like bumping up, on secondaries. Yeah, I gave it. I got it for 500.
Can I sell for that much?
No,
Damn it.
not even close.
No,
Not
damn
even-
it.
not anymore. Not anymore.
You're
That was-
This is great, guys. You should definitely buy this bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gave it 86 when it first came out. Now I'm at 85, so I'm kind of consistent.
Okay.
I'm consistent.
when I first tried it, I actually gave it like an 80.
80?
The
Really?
2023, I hated it, but it wasn't undrinkable, but I really didn't like it.
Let's wrap this one up then, okay? Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.